Khan. Alright, Shalom. Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises to Yahawah, BAHASHEM, YAHAWASHI. Kal HALALYAM la Yahawah, BAHASHEM, YAHAWASHI. Barakatha Yahawah, Barakatha Yahawashai. That's blessed Yahawah, which is the Heavenly Father's name, and bless the Son, which is, his name is Yahawashai in the ancient Hebrew, okay? And double honors to the elder apostles of Great Millstone. And yeah, man, I'm just here, man, to bring it out, to back up the facts, okay, through the spirit of prophecy, okay, which is contained in the Holy Bible, okay, which is what it's all about, okay. He, which is who is Yahawashai, who is the word, okay, is contained in the whole volume of the book as it's written, okay, in Psalms 40 and 7, okay, and I believe Hebrew 10 and 7. And Hebrews 12 and 2 says he's the author and finisher of our faith, okay? But what I'm here to bring out is the fact that America is in fact Babylon the Great, okay? And there's been many different realms or dominions that have included the land of Babylon, okay, in ancient Iraq or Mesopotamia, okay, but the modern day Babylon is America, okay, and we're gonna bring it out. But first off, we're gonna bring out Genesis chapter 8, okay. So like it, no. Chapter 11. We're gonna bring out Genesis chapter 11, okay, and verse 1. And the whole speech was of one language and of one speech, okay, which is the Paleo Hebrew, okay, is the ancient tongue, okay. And it came to pass as they journeyed from the east that they found a plain in the land of Shinar, and they dwelt there, okay. That would be known as Sumeria or Sumer, okay. In according to the scholars, okay, according to most scholars, it's known as Sumer, okay. They found a plain in the land of Shinar, and they dwelt there. And they said one to another, go to, let us make brick, and burn them thoroughly. And they had brick for stone, and slime they had for mortar, okay. That's that tar, okay. The tar, the sand, the cement, okay. And they said, go to, let us build us a city, okay, and a tower whose top may reach unto heaven, okay. And right now we're gonna stop, okay, because if you go to the book of Obadiah, which that I'm like fast forwarding to then rewind once again, okay, because it does say in the scriptures in Isaiah 28 and 8 that precept must be upon precept, line upon line, here a little and there a little, okay. So that's what we're gonna do. Obadiah chapter 1, okay, the book of Obadiah. Okay, the book of Obadiah. The book of Obadiah, okay. The book of Obadiah, chapter 1 and 1. The vision of Obadiah. Thus saith the Lord power concerning Edom, okay. Edom would be those that call themselves white today. Okay, those are the nation of Esau, Edom. Okay, according to the Bible. Okay, just like we are the Israelites. Okay, people, these lost blacks calling themselves black. Okay, which that's a false identity. Okay, they're the African Americans, West Indians, okay, Native Americans, Puerto Ricans, and Latinos. They are the Israelites, okay, of the Bible, okay. The vision of Obadiah, thus saith the Lord power concerning Edom, okay, which Esau, Edom is in rulership now, okay, because in the book of Second Ezra's, in the Apocrypha, chapter 6 and verse 9, it says Esau is the end of the world, okay, which we're in that time now, and it says Jacob is the beginning, that followeth, okay. That's in the book, the Apocrypha, okay, the book called the Apocrypha, okay, in the book of Second Ezra's, chapter 6 and verse 9. Esau is the end, Jacob is the beginning, okay, that followeth, which is the kingdom of heaven, okay, the new heaven and new earth, okay, pertaining to Isaiah 66 chapter and 2 Peter, the 3rd chapter, okay. The vision of Obadiah, thus saith the Lord power concerning Edom. We have heard a rumor from the Lord, an ambassador is sent among the heathen, okay, amongst the nations, okay, among the heathen. Arise ye and let us rise up against her in battle, okay, against Esau, Edom, okay, for the battle of Armageddon, okay. Behold, I have made thee small among the heathen, okay, thou art greatly despised, okay, because it also says in the book of Jeremiah, the 51st chapter, that Babylon, okay, Babylon, which is America, have made all the earth drunk of her wine, okay, and now the ancient nations are angry, okay. So this is going along those lines. Behold, I have made thee small among the heathen, thou art greatly despised, okay. The pride of thine heart have deceived thee, thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rock, okay, which is where you resided for roughly 1,000 years during the Dark Ages, when there wasn't an empire of Edomite rulership, okay, for roughly 1,000 years. That's during the Byzantine Empire, okay, and the quote unquote Muslim world, okay, during the Dark and Middle Ages, which the nation of Esau, Edom, which is now ruling, was in a state of desolation, okay, dwelling in the land known as Georgia today, in the Caucasus Mountains, which is where you get the word Caucasian, okay. It actually means cave dweller, okay. The pride of thine heart has deceived thee, thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rock, whose habitation is high, okay, that saith in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground, okay. Though thou exalt thyself as the eagle, okay, whose symbol is the eagle, okay. Edomite, the empires of Esau, Edom, always have the eagle as their emblem, okay. Though thou do exalt thyself as the eagle, let's back up, whose habitation is high, okay. And when were they trying to do that? Let's go back to Genesis chapter 11, okay. Genesis chapter 11, okay, and 4. And they said, go to, let us build us a city. And mind you, yeah, Esau, Edom didn't exist as a nation during these times, okay. The nations didn't ultimately branch out, okay, because this was shortly after the flood, okay, which is why they they attempted to build a tower, okay, just in case the Most High flooded the earth again, instead of obeying, okay, or seeking the Lord, or at least attempting to be righteous. They'll rather build a high tower to try and, because they knew, that's what I'm saying, they knew they were wicked, okay, and they wasn't even trying to get right, okay, or putting forth an effort, okay. That's pride right there, okay? It says pride goeth before a fall, okay? That's in Proverbs, okay? I can't remember where, but Genesis 11:4. And they said, go to, let us build us a city and a tower whose top may reach unto heaven, okay? And that's the same attitude they got out here today, okay? With the skyscrapers and all of that stuff, okay? The Trump Tower, Empire State Building, okay? These will resemble what the caves, okay, the high mountains and caves of the Caucasus Mountains, and okay, is similar to this story right here in Genesis, okay, that it was building a high tower, okay, which is two birds with one stone. Genesis 11:4, and they said, go to, let us build us a city and a tower, okay, whose top may reach unto heaven, and let us make us a name, lest we be scattered abroad upon the face of the whole earth. Okay, and the Lord came down to see the city and the tower which the children of men builded. Okay, basically he sent the angels. Okay, and the Lord said, behold, the people is one, and they have all one language. Okay, so basically the language now, the lingua franca, so to speak, is what? English. Okay, why? Because in Revelations, let's read that. Let's read that to us, yeah? Revelation chapter 17, okay? Let's go to chapter 17 and 1, Revelation. And there came one of the seven angels, which had seven vials, and talked with me, saying unto me, come hither, I will show unto thee the judgment of the great whore, okay? The mystery is going to say that anyway. The great whore which sitteth upon many waters, okay? That's America that sitteth upon many waters. And we'll get into that, but that's including spreading their democracy, which America is Rome, okay? Also, Rome 2.0, including the EU, NATO, okay? Make up Rome Part 2, okay? Which is going to say that the head that had a wound unto death but did heal, okay, whose wound was healed, okay, and the army bases also that America have all across the planet Earth, okay, in these different nations, imposing themselves on these different nations, okay, with whom the kings of the earth have committed fornication, okay, and the inhabitants of the earth have been made drunk with the wine of a fornication, okay? And that's also proof that fornication doesn't mean sex, so to speak, okay? It's actually a spiritual fornication, which is the worshipping of idols, sacrificing things unto idols, okay, and basically not unto the Most High. First and namely, that applies to the Israelites. But in this case, we're talking about Mystery Babylon the Great, okay? And the other nations that are in bed with Mystery Babylon the Great, okay? AKA America, okay? With whom the kings of the earth have committed fornication, and the inhabitants of the earth have been made drunk with the wine of her fornication, okay? So he carried me away in the spirit into the wilderness, and I saw a woman sit upon a scarlet-colored beast, okay, full of names of blasphemy, having 7 heads and 10 horns, okay? And that goes back to the book of Daniel, okay? The beast that was diverse to the rest, okay? Talking about the Roman Empire, okay? Which succeeded the Greek Empire and the Greek empires that succeeded the Medo-Persian Empire, and the Medo-Persian Empire which succeeded the Neo-Babylonian Empire, okay? And the woman was arrayed in purple and scarlet color, decked with gold and precious stones and pearls, having a golden cup in her hand, full of abominations and filthiness of her fornication, okay? That's all the philosophies, okay, that are pushed out, okay, unto the masses and unto the nations, okay? First and foremost, unto the Israelites, okay? Because keeping the Israelites in ignorance, the longer Jake take to wake up, the more this kingdom, this wicked society prolongs, okay? And upon her head was a name written, Mystery, Babylon the Great, the mother of harlots and abominations of the earth, okay? That is America, okay? The push gay marriage, that you can change your gender, okay? And among other things, man, okay? And I saw the woman drunken with the blood of the saints and with the blood of the martyrs of Yahawashi. And when I saw her, I wondered with great admiration because, yeah, Babylon the Great, which is America, is also Rome all over again. So what? All the prophets and disciples that got put to death back then, yeah, Esau, Edom, Babylon, yeah, Rome, they have to pay in this time, okay? When I saw her, I wondered with great admiration, okay? So John the Revelator, he was in awe, okay, of what the vision that he was shown, okay? And the angel said unto me, wherefore didst thou marvel? I will tell thee the mystery of the woman and of the beast that carrieth her, which have the 7 heads and 10 horns, okay? The beast which thou sawest was and is not, and shall ascend out of the bottomless pit, okay? That's in Revelations 20, I believe, when the angel of the bottomless pit basically put Esau, Edom, in a state of darkness for 1,000 years, okay? So he wouldn't deceive the earth until the 1,000 years was up. Then the dragon will be released from the bottomless pit, okay, and will deceive the earth for a short time, which we're in that short time now. And that dragon represents the Roman Empire, okay, which is having its second run right now, okay, via America being the head honcho, and you got the EU and NATO, okay, backing it, okay. The beast that thou sawest was and is not, and shall ascend out of the bottomless pit and go into perdition, okay, meaning destruction, okay, because in 2 Thessalonians it says he that will let, okay, he that letteth will let until he be taken out of the way, okay, because he only have a short time to rule, okay. That's why he's going to come down with great wrath. That's according to Revelation 12 and 12, okay. The accuser of our brethren, okay, he's going to come down unto us having great wrath, knowing that you have a short time, okay, whose names were not written, Salakia, and they that dwell on the earth shall wonder, whose names were not written in the book of life from the foundation of the world, okay, because guess what, our people are still lost, okay, Black Lives Matter, they're still in a state of darkness, okay, trying to figure this out, okay. When they behold the beast that was and is not and yet is, okay, here's the mind which have wisdom. The 7 heads are the 7 mountains. The mountains represent governments, okay, or the different kingdoms that Esau, Edom has had dominion over, okay, such as the 7 mountains represent the Greek, Romans, okay, the Spanish during the resurgence of the Roman Empire, starting with the Spanish, okay, the French, the Germania Major, which has to do with the Prussian Empire, Germania Minor, which has to do with the Dutch and their colonies, and then you have the British, okay, which is gonna say the eighth come out of the seventh, which is America, okay. We're gonna continue. Here's the mind which have wisdom. The seven heads are the seven mountains on which the woman sitteth, okay? Because if these kingdoms didn't occur, there would be no such thing as America today, okay? There are seven kings, okay? Five are fallen, okay? And one is, okay? That's Rome. The other is not yet come. And when he cometh, he must continue a short space, okay? That's the British, okay? And the beast that was and is not, even he is the eighth, okay? That's America, and is of the seventh, okay? Which is Britain, okay? And goeth into perdition, okay? That perdition means destruction, okay? Because this is the time of the return of the one people ignorantly call Jesus Christ, okay? Who's coming as a demonic like power, okay? Well, really, he's coming to destroy with the angels, okay? In what people ignorantly call UFOs, okay? In like Independence Day, all these films give you a sneak peek of these spiritual events that are about to occur, okay? Because these are high profile producers and movie writers, they study, okay? They study the scriptures, okay? They pay people to dig up artifacts and to study things, okay? So they know what's up. The higher echelons of society, the ones that are juiced in, they really know the real deal. These people out here, okay, they don't know a damn thing. They don't know what's about to hit them, okay? The 10 horns which thou sawest are 10 kings which have received no kingdom as yet, but receive power as kings 1 hour with the beast. Okay, just talking about the EU. Okay, the 10 original nations of the EU, which Belgium and France count as one nation, Spain and Portugal count as one nation, and the British Islands, okay, including Ireland and the British Isles, okay, count as one nation, okay. These have one mind and shall give their power and strength unto the beast, okay, which is the EU, okay. These shall make war with the Lamb, okay, and the Lamb shall overcome them, for he is Lord of lords and King of kings. Yeah, man, an angry so-called black man is coming in spiritual, demonic-like power to take what's his, okay, which is the world, Chico, and everything in it, okay. He's coming to reclaim all the crowns of the earth from all these heathen, all these Gentile heathen nations, okay. And they that are with him are called and chosen and faithful, okay. And he saith unto me, the waters which thou sawest where the horse sitteth are peoples and multitudes and nations and tongues, okay. Because does it not say that he heapeth all people unto himself, okay. So that's why that's why this shit is Babylon, okay. Really starting with America, the great melting pot, but it's trickled down, and especially England is seeing that no one really speaks English, hence the name Babylon, okay. Really, it starts with America, as I said, but it says the eighth is of the seventh, right? So it's all one of the same, man, okay. Babylon, okay, meaning confusion. So everyone just speaks their own fucking language. It's ridiculous, really, okay. They ain't ruling the earth properly, okay. Everyone just all this shit, okay, doing their own thing, speaking their own language, okay. When really everyone should be talking Hebrew, okay, really and truly, okay. And he saith unto me, the waters which thou sawest where the horse sitteth, also these nations with American military bases on them, okay, situated all over the planet in roughly over 150 countries. America has an army base, okay. where the whore sitteth are peoples, multitudes, nations, and tongues. And the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast, these shall hate the whore. Plot twist, okay? Now you're gonna see America, okay, beefing with the EU nations, okay, namely France, Germany, okay. You got the Belgium, which Brussels is the headquarters of the EU, okay. So you're ultimately gonna see nuclear war, okay. Also, obviously, America versus everybody, pretty much. But also, you're gonna see nuclear war being fought between the EU and America, okay. Which that's gonna be sticky, but that's in the prophecies, okay. Obviously, you're gonna have different rogue nations that's gonna side with America. God knows fucking why, because they've been prophesied to get destroyed according to the Holy Bible, okay? With fire, okay? Which is gonna be that lake of fire, the land of America, okay? According to the Holy Bible, okay? The 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast, these shall hate the whore, and shall make her desolate and naked, and shall eat her flesh, and burn her with fire, okay? Which is the nuclear technology that we have now, okay? For God, okay, Yahweh, have put in their hearts to fulfill his will, okay? He's putting all these nations, all these heathen nations, Esau, Edom, Elam, Ishmael, everybody, okay? Ham, okay? Everybody. The Most High have put in all these people, okay, to fulfill his will, okay? For the Most High have put in their hearts to fulfill his will, and to agree, and to give their kingdom unto the beast, until the words of the Most High shall be fulfilled, okay? And the woman which thou sawest is that great city, okay? America, okay? City is where you get the word citizen from, okay? So you can be American, if you're an American citizen, you're a citizen of mystery Babylon, okay? Which reigneth over the kings of the earth, okay? The big bully of the planet Earth, which is America, okay? Let's go to Revelation 18 and verse 3. For all nations, well, we'll start at 2. And he cried mightily with a strong voice. Okay, this is the angel saying, Babylon the great is fallen, and is become the habitation of devils, and the hold of every foul spirit, and a cage of every unclean and hateful bird. Okay, that means there ain't no human gonna be populating that part of the world no more, that country. Okay, for all nations have drunk of the wine of the wrath of her fornication, and the kings of the earth have committed fornication with her, and the merchants of the earth are waxed rich through the abundance of her delicacies. Okay, because America is strictly an exporting, no, so like an importing based economy. Okay, they're basically the ultimate clientele of these different heathen nations. Okay, like China. Okay, India. Okay, we'll read 4, chapter verse 4. Then I heard another voice from heaven saying, Come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sins. Okay, this is how you come out of her. Okay, by hearkening to the voice of the Most High. Okay, through the prophets. Okay, spiritually. Okay, pertaining to Micah 2 and 10. Okay, arise and depart, for this is not our rest. Okay, because this is really our punishment. This is really our punishment for being disobedient to the word of the Most High. Okay, so we're fulfilling our curse. Okay, that's pursuant to Lamentations 4 and 22, 21 to 22, and it's about to do a 180, and the curses are about to befall those that hate us. Okay, That's the Bible, okay? That's in Lamentations 4:21-22. Okay, you can read that. For her sins have reached unto heaven, and the Most High have remembered her iniquities. Okay, reward her even as she rewarded you. Double unto her double according to her works. In the cup which she have filled, fill to her double. Okay, and the cup where we got our ass handed to us. Okay, so now, okay, the cup is about to be passed to them. Okay, to drink. Okay, where we going? The sins have reached unto heaven. Let's go back to Genesis. Let us build a city, okay? Genesis 11:4. Let us build a city, okay, whose top may reach unto heaven. So basically, all you're doing is pissing off the Most High, okay? Really, because now, Mystery Babylon the Great, they've taken on themselves the identity of being Mystery Babylon and Rome. Okay, the two nations that the Most High has a problem with, you've taken on the identity of. Okay, which you're an idiot for that. And Egypt. Okay, because you big up Cleopatra's Needle. You're bringing all them Egyptian obelisks and monuments and shit and erect them. Okay, so you're really just doing a bad job. Okay, of decorating yourself. Okay, you've taken on Roman pagan shit, Babylonian pagan shit, Egyptian pagan shit. Okay, whipped it up in a bowl, and you got some fucked up, confused ass system. But the Most High's had a problem with all them societies, all them empires there. So you're just fucked. Okay, you are fucked now. Okay, Esau, you're fucked. It's a wrap for you. Okay, it's a wrap like cling film. It's over. Okay, these are the last days we're living in. Okay, we'll read the 5th verse, Genesis 11:5. And the Lord came down to see the city and the tower which the children of men builded. And the Lord said, behold, the people is one. They all have one language. Okay? So that's where they got the idea for the New World Order. Okay? Which is on the dollar bill. In Latin is Novus Ordo Seclorum, which means new order of the ages. Okay? So they're trying to get rid of the old world. Okay? Okay? Which is about, like, yeah, really about principles, morals, family, this, that, and the third. But now, what have we got? Witchcraft, okay? Which is basically the new order of the ages. Witchcraft, you can change your gender, man into a woman, woman to a man, that's the spirit of Baphomet, okay? The horned goat god of Satanism, okay? Which the goat of Satanism or of Mendes, it has breasts and a penis, okay? And they worship an androgynous deity, okay? That's what the Satanists do, okay? And it's a known fact. It's all over the web, okay? Everybody knows. So look, the Lord came down to see the city and the tower which the children of men builded. And the Lord said, behold, the people is one, and they have all one language. This they began to do, and now nothing will be restrained from them, which they have imagined to do. Okay? Like in Ecclesiastes, it says, the Lord have made man upright, but they sought out many inventions. Okay? So a man just complicates life a bit too much and starts to delve into wickedness. Okay? When life is really simple. Okay? The simplicity. Okay? 7. Let us go down and there confound their language, that they may not understand one another's speech. Okay? So yeah. But in the kingdom of heaven, right, when the Israelites are put back in their righteous, God-given, the God-given position, on the planet as the rulers under the Most High and the Son, okay, then they're gonna smell our cologne. They're gonna understand us. They're gonna have to, okay. Otherwise, they're gonna get bashed in. Okay, that's in the scriptures. Okay, that we're gonna withhold the rain if they don't. If the nations don't bow down to the Israelites in the kingdom of heaven, then we're gonna send a direct order to the angels, and you're not gonna get any rain. Okay, so you're gonna have to understand us. But on this side, everyone taught their own fucking language. Okay, that's why America is that #1 nation that makes everybody talk. Okay, it makes everybody talk English. Okay, which it says in Revelations once again that the eighth beast come out of the seventh, which the seventh is England. Okay, or Britain. Okay, and guess what? Britain has is an amalgamation. English is an amalgamation of Latin and Germanic languages. Okay, which that's Babylonian in itself. That's confusion. Okay, that's why at work somebody told me that English is one of the hardest languages, and I believe it is, because it's just fucked up. It's confused. Anyway, therefore is the name of it called Babel, because the Lord did there confound the language of all the earth. From thence did the Lord scatter them abroad upon the face of the earth. Okay, so you made a big mistake by trying to make everybody of one people. That's against the plans of the Most High. Why? Let's get it. Deuteronomy chapter 32 and verse 8. When the Most High divided, when the Most High divided to the nations their inheritance, when he separated the sons of Adam, he set the bounds of the people according to the number of the children of Israel. For the Lord's portion is his people. Who's that? The Israelites. Jacob is the lot of his inheritance. So everybody's supposed to have their inheritance and their land that they deal in, okay? That they dwell in, okay? That they get to live in and clean up after their own self in their own land, okay? Which is righteous, okay? Not all fucking on the next man's landmark, on the next man's land, okay? You're shitting where next man used to eat, okay? That's wicked, okay? Let's go to the book of Habakkuk, okay? And we're going to wrap it up. Habakkuk chapter 2.